Absolutely. Let's take a look. You've said that they've had a successful season so far, which is true, and they have a successful history here at the cheerleading world. Last year, they finished just off the podium, but they took home the bronze and silver medal in 23 and 22. They were world champions in the senior medium division in 2019, so Bombshells has historically competed in medium, but this year they've switched it up. Last year and this year and are in large. They've got 2 world titles under their belt, 4 podium finishes. This is a strong team, a strong program, and I think that they are ready to take it home today.
They are. And, you know, funny, I talked to Steve, their coach, earlier this week. And, you know, most of these teams that we've been talking to, they've been talking about the upgrades that they've been making. Hey, I made an upgrade here. We made an upgrade here. Steve actually told me not a ton of upgrades. He said they wanted them to be really focused on this routine. And that allows you, without doing the upgrades, you can really hone in on the smallest details. Because once you make an upgrade, you've got to really put a lot of energy on actually hitting it.
Totally.
Right? And, like, making sure it gets to a hittable spot for the World Championships. But if you don't make an upgrade, you can really focus on the smallest little details. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how much tighter this routine has gotten since the last time we were able to see them on stage.
That is true. Consistency is key. And also, the Bombshells just had a really hard routine to begin with. When you start on top of the mountain, I'm not sure how you're supposed to keep climbing higher, right? So they can hone in on those skills and really continue to drive that routine.
There we go. The Bombshells of ECE, Tewksbury, Massachusetts. Have you been to Tewksbury before?
I have never been there.
Yeah, they have a Wendy's there, though. The only place in the world I eat Wendy's is in Tewksbury, Massachusetts.
That is the most random fact I've ever heard.
They have a very nice Holiday Inn.
Wow.
Which is right across the street from the
Wendy's.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
I wonder how many of them have eaten at the Wendy's. And really, the crowd loves this team. They're excited. So we've got the Bombshells coming up, followed by Woodlands Elite Generals, the California All-Stars Aces, and then rounding out the division, we have the Stingray All-Stars Blue Angels.
Here we go. Still lots of great cheerleading to come. Still lots of great cheerleading to come. This is going to be great. Bombshells, they're going to be bomb. The Angels, they're going to take flight. It's going to be awesome.
It is going to be incredible. And speaking of incredible, we've got Maddie Brown backstage with the ladies from Top Gun TGOC after a wonderful
amazing job, Top Gun TGOC. You guys were in the Senior Open Division in 2021, now carrying success into the small senior division. How are you guys feeling today?
We are feeling absolutely amazing. We think that the routine that we put out today was great, and I think that tomorrow we can go out and put out a routine that is even like 10 times better than that. I think this team like just loves each other so much, and I think that really shows in our performance today, and we're excited to perform tomorrow as well.
You could definitely see the heart out there on the floor. Tell me a little bit more about the bond you guys have as a team.
This team has like the most amazing bond I've ever seen. Like, we come together, there's no cliques, there's nothing like that. We all can come together as a team, as one, and just love each other more than I've ever loved a team in my whole entire life. So I just love this team so much, and I think that shows so much on the floor. I think the judges can see it, everyone can see how much we really, really love each other by the way we talk to each other on the floor, the way we interact, and all that stuff.
That is amazing, and I know that you guys kind of had a little bit of a hiccup before you went out onto that stage, so amazing job going backstage, regrouping, and coming out and still doing an amazing job.
Thank you so much.
Great job, you guys.
All right, here we go. And the Shells are on the stage. No time wasted. Let's get into it. ECE Bombshells. All right, here we go. Standing fulls. I know their coach, Casey Ballou. That guy is an Avenger right there. He can teach anyone a standing full. And here they go. Looks like double fulls up the front. More double fulls across the floor.
What a dynamic opening. This routine, I mean, hit go from the jump.
Right? All right, here we go. They finish that section off strong. Moving into our next section.
Here we go with those inversions.
Yeah, and if you could tell, it might be hard to tell, but they were facing the opposite way than hand-to-hands traditionally face. So they actually did a half twist on the pop-through. Got into our rewind, straddle down, here we go. Love the motions in the prep. Tick-tock full around, we hit that arabesque. Stretch to stretch, high to high TikToks. Here we go. Great double. Pull up express ups to the heel stretch position. Steve's looking happy. He's looking happy.
He is. Here we go into those jumps. Which the jumps seem like a really quick, easy part of the routine to get through, but they take some serious strength.
They do. It's a part of the routine that's really easy to like not give your full effort.
Yes.
Because you're gonna land on your feet, opposed to like, when you do a 1.5 through the double, you're like, I should probably give all of my effort right here. So jumps are a great way to showcase just pure stamina, right?
Absolutely. And you either love them as an athlete or you hate them as an athlete.
Here we go, getting into the pyramid. Front full, structure, looking good. Here we go, we hit that paper doll position. Now, I was talking to the athletes at my gym the other day about why they're called paper dolls. They had zero clue why they're called paper dolls. Do you know why they're called paper dolls?
No, why are they called paper dolls?
Because remember you would draw, like, you'd fold up the paper and then cut it up and you'd have a bunch of paper dolls, right, all connected, right? Looks like the pyramid right there. There you go.
I got it.
Fun fact, the more you know.
Solid pyramid. Look at the energy in this dance. What an awesome performance from the Bombshells.
Dude, they're going. Love it. Bombshells, let's go. Great routine, ladies. Really, really good job. Look, gotta have your hug partner. Gotta have your hug partner. Wave to the crowd.
Yes.
Catch your breath.
Awesome job. Let's take a little bit closer look at some of the elements in that routine. I feel like it was moving so quickly. We've got to see it all happen again.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Come out, got the confident waves. Here we are, we're on the world stage. Now we get into this stunt section right here. Now watch this. Yeah, they're facing the other way. Typically the flyers are facing the other way. So when they pop through, they actually did a half twist there. So I don't think we've seen that in this division yet.
Incredibly difficult.
Yeah, and then they won it from the sponge. They 1.5 to the belly, set out, and got set up for their rewinds. Boom. Let's go.
And they made it look easy.
Easy
so
money.
casual.
And I love those motions. Shout out to the choreographer. I believe Ray Jasper is one of their choreographers. Not sure if he did that part right there, but I loved it nonetheless. Double full across the front.
Here we are talking about those jumps again. A lot of strength, a lot of flexibility, and it is a requirement on the score sheet, so they have to make sure that they're hitting that section of the routine.
Oh yeah, you can't just skip jumps. You're a big fat zero. Can't do that. Punch fronts. Really good job. Again, Casey Ballou, one of the best tumbling coaches there is in the industry, and it showed right there in Shell's routine.
And paper dolls,
Paper
just
dolls.
like you were saying.
There you go. Now you know, kids. And then we invert fast forward to the top. The hand-to-hand, pop through, quarter twist. Look at that excitement in their faces knowing they just nailed that routine. Little big smiles. Watching. Again, no better feeling in cheerleading. Well, second best feeling in cheerleading.
Second best. They look pumped to be watching the playback. Look, they're high-fiving, excited about different elements of the routine.
Water in hand. I like how
Always.
they keep the water right when you come off stage. You got that water right there.
Gotta hydrate. And this is one of those routines that the crowd loves, right? So you could hear them throughout the routine, calling back some of the sections of the music, really hyping them up,
Yep.
getting involved with them. That's always an awesome feeling to have as an athlete when the crowd knows your
Oh, yeah, for
routine as
sure.
well as you know the routine and are out there doing it with you.
Yeah, in some of these more popular divisions, like a small senior, right, division like this, where the crowd like really knows everything, like it's just such a special feeling to be out on the stage, everyone singing your music, hyping you up, they all want to see you hit. Super cool.
And we have Maddie backstage with our wonderful team. Maddie, who do you have back there with us?
I am backstage with East Celebrity Elite Bombshells, and I am one proud alumni. How are you guys feeling after that performance today?
We're feeling amazing. We all feel great, and we're just so excited with that performance.
Amazing. You guys worked so hard all season after a great NCAA win, coming into Worlds, having an amazing performance. What are you guys feeling going into tomorrow?
We're just so excited to get to show our routine one more time and prove how hard we've worked until right now.
Well, you guys should be so proud, because I sure am. So amazing job, Shells, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.